Work my biz, I'm too far from the rest, not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to.
Really gonna test this mic today because I gotta keep working. But I wanted to tell you guys what I'm doing. I know this looks crazy to most people, but can you hear me now? Well, I don't know. Drop it in the comments if you're like, girl, get a different mic. Maybe this whole thing will be scrapped because you can't hear a thing I'm ranting about. But I'm raking up leaves. Look at all these leaves. Got this mango tree, another over 70-year-old mango tree that my great-granddad planted. Still fruits, although it's a turpentine mango and I think those are gross. But it's great compost, and look at all these leaves it gave me. And this is what I'm gonna use, this is what I use to mulch everything. Because I know you watch all those like gardening and farming channels and everyone talks about chip drop, you need mulch, you need mulch. And I'm like, I'm in the country. I can't get a chip drop. They don't even know where this place is. I can't get a chip drop. Literally, when I go on the website, it says something like your city is not recognized or something. Yeah, no, chip drop's not an option. So very quickly I realized that getting wood chips was not going to be an option for me. So that doesn't mean you don't mulch, and that also doesn't mean I'm paying them a whole bunch of money for loads and loads of somebody to bring me loads and loads of wood chips. Instead, I thought, what things do I have that could be used as mulch? And leaves. Leaves are one. I have a few mango trees, like really old growth mango trees. And I have a really big pecan tree that gives a lot of leaves. And this covers the soil, protects it, and it breaks down and feeds the soil. Carbon once it's dry. I've got pieces of wood, yeah, pine needles, all kinds of stuff.
These leaves are awesome. And yes, it requires work. But to save money, I'm going to do the work. I know they say you need so much money to grow food, but I don't believe that. And I'm proving that's not the case, because I'm not spending a lot of money.
It might look like a lot to y'all, but I'm doing lots of different things to save money. And using what nature has provided is a great way to save money. So I'm going to put all these into my trash. I have a big trash can to fill them up. And then we're going to go put it over onto some of these fruit trees. And then we keep going because there's a lot of them. But this is nice because I can work in the shade. I did all my other work that was, you know, that would be full sun at this time of day. And so I still have energy. I just don't want to be in the direct sun so I can get this reeking in. And I'll periodically, well, probably not periodically all the time because that's all I talk about is I just don't believe any of the stuff they tell you about how much money you have to spend to grow food. I refuse. So I'll be telling you guys all the time about ways oh, see, I already got one load. I forgot before I started recording, I got one bucket full, so let's go dump this. But yeah, I'm basically always ranting about it. And I go over to my family member's house. My great aunt lives adjacent to the lot where my farm is, and she hates all these leaves. And she thinks it makes the yard look untidy. And yeah, she loves that I rake these up. And my trees love that I rake these up. Especially now in the summer, it helps keep the soil covered so it can stay moist longer so it doesn't get so dry. And I definitely need a lot of mulch over here. See all of this? I had a whole bunch of various different cabbage and mustard greens and stuff here last season, and I just recently pulled them out and took the seeds, and now it's all bare. I am going to put some trees, transplant some stuff here, but yeah, I'm going to mulch all these rows, both these rows, all these trees. So let's do it. Look how much better that looks. Cue the oohs and ahs. It's too hot. It's about 11 o'clock now, and I have to be in direct sun to do this. It's too much for me right now. So, got about halfway on both rows. Still need to do down there, but progress. Looks so good. I'll work on raking up some more. Actually got most of the leaves, I think. So maybe it'll drop some more. I'll get those next time. Get those up. But yeah, looks awesome. The other alternative mulching I do, since I don't have chip drop or any other wood chip source, is living mulch. So you'll notice under almost all my trees, if they don't have living mulch under them, I just haven't gotten to it yet because I'm just slowly spreading it throughout the farm. This is Brazilian spinach, sishu spinach. Great ground cover, and it's freaking delicious. I grew this also from cuttings. I got cuttings for I think $1 each. That's, like I said, the going rate. It roots so easily, and then I just keep propagating it. And also strawberries. They don't do as great here. They need a lot of shade, but I have been able to get a little bit of fruit off of them. But they'll be good for ground cover. I already mentioned sweet potatoes, probably my favorite because it grows so fast and densely. Yeah, longevity spinach. Oh, Cuban oregano, that's a winner. Do I have any of that over here? I probably have to go to the other side of the farm, but Cuban oregano. There's some longevity spinach. Oh, here's Cuban oregano. It spreads so quickly, grows so quickly, it propagates super easily from cutting. I've never had one fail. And see how it naturally, I just noticed everywhere I put it, it naturally keeps the weeds away. The grass and stuff doesn't grow around the Cuban oregano. I never have to weed it. And so I like to use it around the trees because it keeps the weeding down. I don't need extra work, right? Back in the shade where it's greater. I got a couple more things I still want to get done. Do I have this mic on? No, I don't have the mic on. Sorry. I need to cut down some Mexican sunflower to mulch some of the trees. I've got some Barbados cherries that are flowering. I noticed they were flowering last week. I want to give them some fertilizer. I'm going to chop some of this down and feed it to them. And a couple other fruit trees I want to get some Mexican sunflower on. Some people say they don't like growing Mexican sunflower because it grows so aggressively and whatever. But for me, that's the reason to grow it, because it grows so aggressively. That means I have endless mulch. Mulch, but fertilizer. Endless fertilizer, and I don't have to do anything. I try usually to take the leaves mostly, because literally if you drop this down on the ground, it's going to root. And then you're going to have Mexican sunflower there. I don't mind that usually, but I'm trying to kind of control where it is. And the fact that it grows so aggressively it incentivizes me to fertilize my trees. And I know that's going to produce more harvest for me. So work I'm happy to do, and also buying commercial bagged fertilizer. Not only is it disgusting, gross, cancer causing, blah, 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 but it's too expensive for the number of trees I have here. And our ancestors, just like the mulch, and same with the fertilizer, our ancestors didn't go to Lowe's and buy a bag of fertilizer. They used what they had, and we should do the same thing. We can do the same thing. And this is how I grew up. My granddad always had a farm. He had an orange grove and always had food growing. And I didn't even know that people didn't grow their food. I was literally grown like mid-20s, late 20s actually. The first time I had a store-bought orange or a store-bought tomato. And that was when I moved to Ohio for residency. And I literally just stopped buying fresh fruit because it was terrible. I'm like, people live like this? Nope. All I bought when I was there for 3 years, and then another year, still in the Midwest at a different place, but was bananas. And those aren't good either in the store. But I bought those and waited until I finished my training, and I quickly got back to Florida because I want to eat good food. We live in a place where we can grow delicious food year round. Like, why wouldn't I do that? Not to mention, it's too cold in the Midwest. I'm trying to sort of selectively harvest on these Mexican sunflowers. I went kind of hard on this patch last week, so I'm going to go over to the other side of the farm and get some more from there. These are my, well, you can't see my Barbados cherries for these pigeon peas. Wow, they have gotten huge. This is my Barbados cherry. I have 2 of them. This one and this one. This one's gotten really big too. Looks like a lot of the flowers were knocked off in the storms in the last few days. Yeah, that's all right. But see how there was mulch here? Like, so you can see the leaves. They break down. All the stuff breaks down eventually. You have to just keep reapplying. And, you know, that's work, but it's work I'm glad to do for more food and better quality food. So we're gonna get some Mexican sunflower. It's literally not a science. It's just, I just sprinkle, just lay it here. In like 8 hours, this is already like slimy and it breaks down really fast. So I just spread it all around. Let me sit y'all down so I can work. I spread it around the base of the tree, leaving an open ring on the tree. So now it's got fertilizer. Same thing here on this other Barbados cherry. Just gonna put a ring. It's got strawberries as its understory ground cover. Where's my, I don't have any pigeon pea or peas over here. That's surprising. I need to fix that. I'll get some of those planted over here. So this one has some nitrogen fixation. That's surprising. I think I had a pea growing over here, but it's so hot that, oh, here it is. Yeah, it's so hot that it's dying. This is a bush bean, actually. So let's get the Mexican sunflower around this guy. That's it. That's gonna get fed. Always finding some food to eat. I was adding a little bit of Mexican sunflower underneath my peach. This is a Flor Grande peach, which is a variety that doesn't need as much cold stratification. So this is like what I was talking about, the importance of picking a good variety, the proper variety for your area. I mean, I don't know if this will fruit, but it looks great. And where did I buy this? I bought this at a nursery down in Fort Lauderdale, Davie area. It was, I think, $40. But anyway, what we're here for is this Brazilian spinach that I'm going to harvest some of this. I'm actually probably going to take a nice stem that I can root a cutting and harvest the leaves. Actually, yeah, because I'm going to start taking my cuttings now anyways and get ready to get back on the road. So yeah, I'm going to harvest some of this delicious Brazilian spinach.
On my way back home, I couldn't resist a very generous offer from a Facebook friend to allow me to take cuttings from her really large strawberry or Jamaican cherry tree. I messaged asking to buy the cuttings, and she said the tree is due for pruning anyway, so I could just come by and help myself to as many cuttings as I want. I already have a yellow strawberry tree, but I still want the red variety. So despite a really long day on the farm, I swung by her house to harvest my free cuttings. I gotta take my blessings when they come. Free trees are the best trees. Get out there and do something, y'all. If you're not growing, you're dying.